in the memory of the 2012, after the entry load was abolished. Sometimes I take pride in taking charge of our AMC on the day of entry load was abolished, which is the 1st of August 2009.
Now we know you were the core.
That's right. So I took charge. So that time the outlook was very bleak and a lot of worry was there that industry is not going to grow. And to be very frank, since then industry has only grown by about 27-28%. Therefore, what has remained constant is of course the change, and second is the growth. Growth also remained constant for our industry, and change also remained constant for the industry. Therefore, that's the way I think one has to look at it. Having said that, one has to of course pay respect and attention to the need for distribution. When I mean need for distributions, we are still talking about 2 crores investors are being part of the mutual fund, which is the unique investors. And as Nilesh mentioned, about 7% roughly is their ownership in the equity market, which essentially means that we still have a long way to go in order to bring the retail investors into the capital market, both in the equity market as well as debt market. Therefore, there is still a lot of work need to be done. So, any change in the implementation cost has to be looked at from the point of view of one, what the kind of benefit should flow on the scale, which is the scale-led growth that you get, which essentially reduce the cost for the customers, as we have seen in either industry like broking industry we have seen, or telecom industry we have seen. At the same time, we need to also look at this from the point of view what the kind of penetrations we are to achieve, for which how long I need to work on this. I think as long as they are able mindful of these 2 facts, I think this change is going to remain constant. The multiple share classes that exist in US market, you can actually suit a product, you can create a product that suits a different class of investors. So therefore, the regulation actually permits to have a multiple share class, which is different on the basis of the expenses, different on the basis of the ticket size. Whereas in India, we have only 2 classes actually. It's only the regular share class and direct share class. And today, direct share class, of course, comes at lower cost than a regular plan. Therefore, when we do a comparison, when Morningstar does a comparison, it has to be looked at actually from the point of view of is an apple-to-apple comparison, or just some comparison that you do only between the overall expenditure you take and then look at the overall expenditure here and then do the comparison.
More importantly, US does not have GST. In India, of the 2.5% expense ratio which is levied, 18% is the GST, which is roughly about rounded off 45 basis point. So what looks like 2.5 is actually 2.05 after you take out the GST incidence. In US, there's no such tax on mutual fund fees or distribution commission. More importantly, we have to leverage technology to reduce the transaction cost and to reduce the cost of intermediation. Today, we go and meet distributors who are servicing customers 100 kilometers away just for a 500 rupee or 1000 rupee SIP. There are equal incidences of people bringing money from the remotest corner of India by pushing mutual fund Sahi hai. Now, there is a physical effort involved and which needs to be compensated. Now, if I can push all these people onto digital platform, and there is smartphone in every nook and corner of India, and Jio has ensured that there is data connectivity in every nook and corner of India. And clearly here we have seen introduction by Paytm kind of platform, which can clearly revolutionize the cost of intermediation. So our answer lies on one side in leveraging technology to ensure that most of the physical aspect of transaction we can remove and we can replace it with digital. The second thing which we have to do is to add value to the customer. Today we are managing plain long-only funds. By God's grace, fund managers have outperformed benchmark indices by a reasonable margin. But as size has increased, as markets have become efficient, that outperformance is unlikely to sustain. Now, how do I add value to my customer? If I have to manage pure long-only large-cap funds, I think my alpha will keep on coming down and I'll have to keep on reducing cost. But if I'm allowed to innovate, can I launch a long-short fund? Can I launch a leverage fund? Can I launch concentrated fund? Can I launch offshore fund? Can I create hybrid models of fund? Can I create allocation funds? Over a period of time, this kind of funds will allow me to deliver better alpha to my customer and also allow me to charge higher fees. Of course, every single retail investor is not fit for this kind of sophisticated products, but we can bisect customers into high net worth individuals, mid individuals, retail individuals, and slowly introduce this kind of sophisticated products which are high risk and high return to them, that will allow manufacturers to earn more money, that will allow distributors to earn more money, and that will also allow investors to earn more money. So one side I have to focus on cost using technology, on the other side I have to manage money efficiently by taking little extra risk but generating much higher return.